Hey, how's it going? Today I thought I'd make this video explaining how to really simply voice lead a lead sheet. There's a whole lot of videos like this out there, and this is just like my beginner perspective. So this Animal Crossing song I transcribed a while back, the Marquee, is a really nice little tune to like figure out how to voice lead. Real quickly, let's check out the song structure. So here's the A section. It's just four major C major 2-5-1s, easy, and then there's some like passing bass tones. And here's our B section. This is just two major 2-5-1s in halftime. The first one's in D and the second one's in B flat. And then we end this section with a 4 and a 5 chord. So grab your keyboard or go sit at it. For this A section, all we're going to do with our left hand is just play the lowest note of the chord, the bass note. So here it'll just be D, G, C, and then D, G, E, easy. You got it. In the actual song, like there's this bass passing notes, but you get the idea. And our right hand is a bit more involved. So step one is to play our beginning melody note all the way on the top so we can hear it clearly. Here we play an E pickup note into an F. Step two is to look at the chord symbol, this D minor 7, and play the notes of the chord below our melody note and above the bass with the rest of our fingers. So the melody note here is an F, which is already a chord tone, the third of D minor 7. So let's find the remaining 5th and 7th, A and C, and we can use our thumb and pointer here. So in general, you kind of want to look for thirds and sevenths first because they're the most important. They define the chord. So step three is once we got this first note in chord tones, to play the rest of the melody. So just that D and C. Let's repeat these steps for the next measure. So first we got a G in our left hand. Then in the right hand, step one, B melody note. Coming down from this D and C, I'll use my middle finger. Step two, we're going to look for chord tones. So B is already the third. So let's play the 7th and then maybe the root, the F and G. You could also play the 5th. Both are right. And then play the rest of the melody out. So just this A note. So one last time for this last measure of this 2-5-1. First, our C in our left hand. Then in our right hand, we get the G melody note. This time, I have time to switch to my pinky. Pinky right there. And then step two, looking for chord tones to play. The G is already the 5th, so let's grab the 7th, which is the B, and the 3rd, which is the E, with our thumb in middle. And then we play out the measure. So yeah, let's put this together. So yeah, onto this B section, you can play this the same exact way, or you can look at this as kind of like a level 2 of voice leading. So basically, we're going to follow the same steps as before, but we could add a walking bass line, like in the actual song, and then move some of those chord tones from our right hand to our left to make the fingerings a little more convenient. So first, here's the walking line for our left hand bass. I might make another video explaining walking bass lines, but for now, we'll just play it and see that the beginning of each measure is just the root note. It's the same as before. So starting in the first measure, left hand, just play this low E and get ready to play these next notes. And then right hand, step one, B melody note. And then step two, the B is already the 5th of E minor 7, so let's voice the 7th and the 3rd, D and G. Here it gets a bit tricky, right? We could use our thumb and pointer here, but then this jump to F sharp isn't so smooth. So instead, let's use our thumb in our left hand to play the 7th and shift our right hand to play the G and B with our thumb and pointer. So now step three, play that walking bass line and the rest of the melody. Okay, next measure. So left hand plays the root. And then step one in our right hand is to play our melody note first, our B right here. So the B is the ninth of A7. So step 2, let's just voice the 3, the 5, and the 7. What I'm seeing here is a big jump in my left hand. So I'm just going to voice all of these in my right, and then play the rest of the measure. And then this process goes on and on. So yeah, TLDR is just basically like bass note in the left hand, melody note in the top of your right hand, and then chord tones with your in-between fingers. Done, easy, you got it. So you can apply this to like any standard.